color. Vibes.
Hiya, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my wonderful people filled with greatness. Your gal's back at it with some more Cafe Unshot. So last we left off was beginning with Canus's chapter at the tail end of chapter 8. So let's get into it, y'all. So it looks like we're back in YEOW. The Fairy of Death. I was close. The pale hand of death knocks on the door. All equals when it calls. Be it the impoverished living in a shed or the king living in a palace. And both sinful fairies and innocent fairies with not a single discrimination. Canus uttered to himself as he looked up at Yggdrasil. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. The world tree. He will just say that. It can't be helped. So that was the best decision. Those who witnessed this tragedy would all agree. However, he can't help but be disturbed by it. Even if this was the right answer. Ooh, this little beat they have going on, y'all. They know how to get the vibe right. This spirit must never be lost. A raw sensation remains in his palms. The final gasp of the fairies that have been seared into his memory. However, because they are fairies, their death leaves nothing behind. They simply disappear. That's right. Not a single proof of one's sins are left behind. Not a single one. A gentle autumn breeze blows, not discriminating what it runs into as it traces above the fire. Because I don't have a face. I'm sorry. I have to put in what I'm laughing about with that I don't have a face. Oh my goodness. Some dots. More dots. Even more dots. I slowly regained consciousness. It was awfully vivid for a dream. So much so that that awful feeling is still in these palms. More dots for me. I'm Canus now. I wonder why I dreamt of that day. Perhaps I am being punished, as I could never forget that tragic day. And with those thoughts, just as I tried to awaken from my drowsiness and wiped the sleep from my eyes, here I am. Canus, are you really sleeping? That's from Canus. Eee! I am speechless. For some reason, Renoni's face is in front of mine. Very close in front of mine, in fact. Daydreaming, perhaps? If you're going to sleep on the chair, you might as well sleep in the bed. That's from Canus. Oh, why is Renoni in my room? Oh wait, I think I have been hearing someone lightly knock for about a minute now. I will be grateful if she came to check on me out of concern, but hello? Sound like the ice cream check.
Hello?
Hello? Da, 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 da. I used to love hearing that hello sound. Oh, I'll be running out the door. So, while calling for me with a light voice, Renoni waves her hand in front of my face. She is too close. So close that I hesitate to speak up. Then Renoni tilts her head at my lack of a response. What should I do? Did he really forget about our promise to replant the flowers today? Good thing I don't have a face. Every time he says I don't have a face, I'm gonna put this in right here.
Don't ask me questions, I don't have a face. No face, 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 no face. I don't have a face. No face, no face, no face, no face, no face, no face, no face. I don't got a face.
Or perhaps it is a misfortune that it seems that she does not realize that I am fully awake. That's for me. It is not like I have any reason to pretend to be asleep. However, I hesitate to casually say good morning at such a close proximity. If only she would take a few steps back. But I suppose I'm not that lucky. That's for me. Rather than stepping away, she came even closer and curiously peeked at my face. It's rare to see Canus napping like this. Since I can't see his face, I can't be sure he's actually sleeping. I wonder what his sleeping face looks like. Perhaps this too is a side effect of my facelessness. But you see him changing colors. Oh, this is funny. She continues to observe my face from all angles in detail without considering my personal space. That's for me, as Canus. He's dead asleep. That's from Canus. Just as always, Canus is still sleeping like a rock. I'd love to leave him alone in his peaceful sleep, but I'm planning to go shopping today, and if I can, I want to finish replanting the flowers by sundown. After some thought, I've made up my mind. Ooh, I gotta save. Try what cheeks? Yeah, I gotta try that option. I have to. He won't respond to my voice. I know you're not talking about those butt cheeks because he ain't got no face cheeks. We'll see. Just to double check, I waved my palm in front of his face to confirm that he is sleeping. Then, poke. Using my soft voice as a trigger, I reach my finger to poke Canus's cheek. Dots from me. Or so I thought. But as expected, my fingers simply touched the air where his face should be. That's what I thought. I remember that, so you lie. I now remember Canus mentioning this previously. And now I once again try and reach for it, but the outcome was obvious. My hand touches nothing, only going back and forth through his head. That's for me. Without so much as a physical sensation, I began to slightly doubt if his head really does exist. It does feel a bit warm though. I guess it's just not visible in the slightest. That's from Canus. Anyway, I still have work to do. I'll need to wake him up regardless. Alright, at this point, I'll just shake him. As I place my hands on Canus's shoulders. Karya. Oh, hey, Karya. It's odd to see you upstairs. What's wrong? After explaining himself, Karya continued with slight reluctance. Flirting. Yeah, right, kid. I'm not flirting. Triggered by Karya's remarks, I quickly distanced myself from Canus, but it is true that from his perspective, we were physically very close. I can understand why he thought that. Well, since Canus was sleeping, I just came to wake him up and we promised to replant the flowers today. I point to Canus with my gaze. Canus, he just won't wake up. Karya immediately responds. So Karya knew. He outed you, Canus. What you gonna do, Canus? He outed you, bro. The fall is so funny. Dots from Canus. More dots from Canus. You gotta recover, don't you? Several more dots. What? As Karya points it out with squinty eyes, the brave knight who was napping, pretending to be asleep, suddenly got up, making a grandiose noise. A few minutes later,
それでは罪状を読み上げます。被告人カヌス・エスパーダは被害者との約束を反故にし、部屋までおびき寄せ、自分を眠っていると勘違いした被害者の様子を長時間にわたり観察していたとのことです。なるほど。被告人カヌス・ゲスパーダは痛いけな被害者の顔をじっくりたっぷり堪能したということか。誤解だ。
我はそのようなゲスではないぞ。
被告人は許可なく発言しないように。では次、弁護人。
I'm mad at Monsieur having that little knock like he actually a judge. Objection! Where's Phoenix Wright at?
Objection!
めんどくせえから極刑で。
Ignis, how dare you? It's the BroCon, man! The BroCon!
弁護人のくせに弁護をしないのか。
And then he's supposed to be his lawyer. This is it's bad. It's tragic.
なんか変なコントが始まったけど、止めなくていいの？マスターとして。
まあいい。
This is hilarious. An amateur court session takes place inside. Karya and Rendo were there listening to them with me. So they're just a 3-squad jury team right here, I see. Oh, I thought surely he was asleep, which is why I was looking at him so closely, but I didn't think that he was watching the whole time. The thought of it is so embarrassing. So with that, I decided to change the subject and switch gears. By the way, Karya, I never really talked to you about this, but can you really see Canus' face? Remember when you came upstairs earlier, you knew right away that Canus was awake. So I thought that maybe Canus' expressions and his face were visible to you.
ああ、それ？別に俺だってしっかり認識してるわけじゃないよ。メディオに行くようになってからぼんやりと見えるようになっただけ。それこそ視力 0.1 の人間が30メートル離れたところにいる人を見るみたいな。
That makes sense.
だからなんていうか、あることはわかるんだけど、細かくはわからないって感じだね。
So I wonder if you had to be like Kuwabara, you just have to have some type of spiritualness about you.
表情とかそういうのもなんとなくだし。というか、みんなもそんな風に見えてるものだと思ってたんだけど、違うわけ。
Yeah, at least for me, I can't see anything at all. Mr. Rendo nodded in agreement.
僕も輪郭も何もかもが透明で完全に見えない感じだね。
え？じゃあなんで俺だけ？
I'm pretty sure that's because you possess qualities of a fairy. Oh, so that could be it too. But I wonder if Monsieur number 2 and Ignis could see him too.
その通り。
Whoa, Canus! It seems the full court hearing ended without us realizing. I look over to see the others hanging around as usual.
先ほどのカリアの話だが、レディオゆえんの血を宿しているからこそ、我の顔を認識することも可能なのだろう。
That would mean a fairy who lives in Medio can see Canus' face clearly?
そうというわけでもない。同じ妖精界の生まれだとして、我の顔が見えるわけではないのだ。例えば、ティターニアから見れば、我の顔は黒く塗りつぶされたように見えるらしい。
Wow, that's... I wonder why that's the case.
一方でベンニーヤは、我の輪郭のみをかろうじて、カゲロウのように認識している。とのこと。ゆえに、そんな我の表情までもわかるカリアは、かなり相性が良いというな。
So, okay, there's some compatibility issues that may be going on. So anyone with the power of fairies can perceive Canus' face, albeit faintly. The first thought that comes to mind, just as an example, would I ever be able to see your face? Is that even possible?
マスターが今までは特に 見えぬことを気にされた記憶もないが、どうしてまた急に。
Oh, I mean, look at what just happened. Not being able to see your face is what got us into this mess, right? So, if I were able to see your expressions, maybe we could avoid this in the future.
なるほど。それは一理あるのかもしれん。
そうは言っても同じ種族でも難しいとなるとね。具体的な解決策の展望は？
Well, I mean, magic or creativity. Time for another save, but another spot. I like to go up here somewhere. Right here. Let's see here. You gotta believe in some magic. But they already know that, so maybe let's do creativity. How about I repeat to myself as I cross my arms in contemplation, then a great eye comes to my then a great idea comes to mind. Thinking about eyes. Oh, I know. What if Karia drew a sketch of Canus's face? He's like, I don't want to be involved in this.
それは明暗かもしれないね。実際、カリア君にはカヌスの顔が少しとはいえ見えるわけだし。
Right. Can you do that, Karia?
あ、いや、その
What's wrong?
書いてあげたいのは山々なんだけど、
You can't draw.
今この場にはスケッチブックとかないわけだし。
Stop lying, boy. Oh, in that case, why don't you use this notepad and pen? I called you out. Once he takes the notepad and pen from me, Karia's expression quickly turns stoic.
何やら賑やかですね。
Two and the others joined in anticipation for Karia's drawing.
わかったよ。書けばいいんでしょ。書けば。どんな出来でも文句言わないでよ。
Oh, I'm gonna complain, because if it's trash, it's trash. Dots from us, well, Renoni and Canus. Karia, still looking stoic, starts sketching. Ten minutes later,
書けたけど。
拝見しよう。
let's see. The crowd gathered around Karia's sketch with their interest piqued. I can't stand you with that. Why? Just why? Mine would have been the same. I ain't even gonna lie.
カヌス、
I'm just laughing because of his head. That's what you think his head is.
とんでもない顔してんだ。
ごめん。
I knew it. I knew he wasn't good at drawing, y'all. I called it.
おお、そうだったか。本当にこう見えているのかと、我も不安になってしまった。
And just like that, Karia's lack of artistic talent was revealed. You was exposed, bro. It's over. It's over for you. Two's comment, he looks like some sort of creature, right? Left an everlasting impression on me. Everyone else tried their own hand at drawing his face, but Canus's face remains a mystery to us all. At some point, dusk had fallen, which meant it was time for Karya to go home. In the end, with Ignis' final remarks, "I'm over this and I'm hungry," this case was temporarily closed. On the same day after supper, while I was cleaning the kitchen,
マスター、何か手伝えることはあるか？
he politely asked as he came to check on me. "Oh, I'm done with most of the cleaning. All that's left is putting it all away. I'm okay, thank you."
そうか。もう少し早めに手伝えばよかったな。
Yeah, just a little bit earlier. That would have helped a lot. Without much else to do, Canus begins to look at his surroundings. And as I wipe the wet dishes in hand, "Oh, sorry about what happened earlier, Canus. I had no idea staring at your face while you slept would turn into a whole thing." After expressing my regrets, Canus responds awkwardly.
いや、あなたが謝ることではない。むしろあれは我に責任がある。我が寝たふりなどをしたのが悪いのだ。
You sure were. Canus slowly nods as if to acknowledge his embarrassment, or so I thought. About that, why were you pretending to be asleep in the first place? It's embarrassing to think back on it, but I don't want to leave this strange feeling unresolved. So I decided to ask.
それはそう起きたと言い出せなかった。我に興味を抱き微笑みを向けてくれているあなたの姿。
Aww.
それが声をかけたら終わってしまうと。
So cute. Then Canus clears his throat.
つまり単純な話だが、我はもっとあなたの顔を見つめていたいと思ったのだ。
I just can't, y'all. This is just the cutest. I know, right? I'm looking exactly how she's looking. Dots from me. More dots. Oh. So that's what it was?
その点に偽りはない。我はただ純粋にあなたの顔を見たかっただけなのだ。
What is this feeling? Now that he's being honest with me, I'm embarrassed in a completely new way. While dealing with my embarrassment,
しかし、やはり我の顔など見えたところで意味はないように思えるか。
he contradicts himself from this afternoon. While still contemplating about it, Canus sounds like he was against the idea. Perhaps because he was born this way, he never felt unusual for being faceless or saw the importance in seeing one's face. I think there is meaning in it. As I go on to explain the answer that came to for myself, he reacted as if he was caught off guard. You see, the cafe won't run without customers, right? When I look at their faces, I can kind of learn a little bit about them, like whether they had a good day or not, or maybe they look really tired. That's from Canus. And depending on what I see, my coffee and menu recommendations change accordingly. Usually, if the customer doesn't have a preference, I will select something that suits the moment. Coffee talk! But I can't do that with you. Plus, if you were to be in distress or crying, it would be terrible if I can't notice that just because I can't see your face. Some more dots from Canus. More dots from Canus.
そこまで我の顔が見たいというのか。
I do.
仮に我自身が見られたくないと思っていたとしても。
Well, of course I wouldn't force you if you didn't want to, but if you ask me whether I want to see it or not, the answer is heck yeah. Excuse me. Most definitely. I'm curious. Like I said earlier, you are to Cafe Enchant and to me as well a valued customer. That's from Canus.
そうか。その気持ちには素直に感謝する。嬉しいとも思う。だが、やはりあなたが我の顔を見るのは実際には不可能だろうな。我は妖精であり、あなたは人間。種族を隔てる壁というのはやはり分厚く高いものだ。
Yeah, you're right. Human and non-human. It is unmistakably true that we are two different beings, but the distance between them is isolating.
その代わりにこれからはよりできるだけ心の内を言葉にしていこう。辛い時は辛い、楽しい時は楽しいと。 我はこの声であなたに伝えていこうと思う。それではダメだ。
That's from me. Canus' gentle words seem to comfort me. In response to his suggestion, I tell him, yes, that would be fine, thank you. That was rather simplistic of me. I feel satisfied, so I put on a smile. A few days later, on Shant's scheduled day off, I, along with Canus and Karia, and Karoro too, are visiting the fairy world of YEOW. Today we're having our regular tea party with Titania. We're also here to get Karia back in good health while minding the souvenir I had put in my bag. I briskly walk through the filtered sunlight coming through the trees.
なんか機嫌いいね。
Karia, holding Karoro in his arms, asks, guess what? Instead of making coffee today, I found some good tea leaves for black tea. As Enchant mainly focuses on coffee, this is not very well known, but tea is also a fine menu item there. Yeah, give me my shy tea. I got my shy tea. I love my gingerbread shy tea. But they only have that during the holidays.
紅茶か。我もたまに注文するが。
You already know that butterfly pea and hibiscus tea. Yep, Enchant's menu mainly consists of coffee, but Titania mentioned during our last tea party that she loves the fragrance of fruits. I'm not an expert, but I tried my hand at making an original blend.
美味しそう。それは俺たちも楽しみかも。
I sure hope that you all like it.
きっとティターニアたちも喜ぶ。
Well, we walk a little farther, and as we near the center of the great tree, I forget the great tree. You get your seal. I tried.
ここまで来ればもう迷うこともないだろ
Yeah, we'll be okay. Karya nods along in agreement.
我はいつも通り仕様があるゆえ席を外させてもらうが
Hopefully you're not out there being the pale hand of death. But okay, Canus.
日が陰る頃には戻る。それまでに帰り支度を整えておいてくれ。
Gotcha. After seeing Canus off, the rest of us head over to the Nexus. And once we do, and once we peek into the vast Nexus,
待ちわびておったぞ。
どうも別に来てほしくはないのですが、できる限りは歓迎いたします。
I'm just gonna call you Vin Dog because you acting like a real guard dog right now. One's in good spirits, the other not so much. The polarizing welcome party made me smile. Good afternoon, Titania, Vin Dog. Thank you for having us today.
俺もよろしく。
The main purpose of this tea party is to talk with Titania. Unlike common tea parties on a table, we lay down a sheet near the throne and make things as intimate as possible. We share what's going on in our lives, share the latest fads and concerns of our respective worlds. Vin Dog, who's usually cold, has been warming up to us lately. They don't immediately leave the conversation, and they now actively engage with us, participating in a dialogue.
これを見てみーニーヤよ。何でも人間界には時の流れに応じて衣服の傾向が変わる流行とやらがあるらしいぞ。
Not me, I wear the same outfit every day. And I'm not gonna say it.
彼女が持ってきてくれたこのファッション雑誌を見てみよう。さまざまな服が描かれているじゃろ。
確かに華やかではありますね。特にこの花。
Titania expressed interest in the clothing of the human world during our last tea party. So I brought over a fashion magazine that was laying around in my bedroom. It looks like they're enjoying it.
なんかさ、ベンニーヤってティターニアと話す時だけちょっと優しい感じするよね。
He said in a whisper. Karya looks towards the two of them, laughing with one another. You're right. I guess there's a level of trust or something like that. Considering Titania calls Vin Dog by their nickname, Nia. Or it could be Naya.
賑やかで愉快なところなのじゃろうな。
そうですね。
行ってみたいな。いつかもしそんな時が来れば、ニーヤ、お主と共に。
姉さん、それは。
何、言ってみただけじゃ。言うだけならわしにもできるからな。
Hopefully she could come with us. It would be nice to bring everybody from each world, the good people from each world, along to the human world. That's from us. Karya and I are both shocked at the conversation we heard, rather that term. Karya and I look at each other in disbelief. Anyway, if we heard them correctly, Vin Dog just said, did you just say sister? I know I was tripping, but I was like, maybe that's just what she calls her. But yeah, are y'all actually sisters? Right. Oh, a slip of the tongue.
あ、ごめん。盗み聞きとかそんなつもりはなかったんだけど、ちょっとびっ くりしたから。
よいよい、この距離で盗み聞きも何もあるまい。それに後ろめたい話でもないからの。この際じゃわしとこやつの関係について改めて語るとしよう。さて、今しがたニーヤがこぼしたが、言葉通りわしらは近しい存在なのじゃ。とはいえ、人間界の血縁関係とは若干定義が異なるがな。
I figured it may have been something like that.
姉さん、
As if to give in to Titania's casual remarks, Vindog begins addressing her differently.
基本的に妖精は繁殖行動ではなく、この妖精界にて自然発生する存在。わしらは単に全く同じ時、同じ場所で発生した妖精同士なのじゃよ。基本的に妖精は繁殖行動ではなく、わしらは単に全く同じ時、同じ場所で発生した妖精同士なのじゃよ。
Okay, I had to backtrack. I thought there was just a little bit of a box to the right. I couldn't see. I was tripping.
要は自分たちの関係を師弟、姉妹に当てはめてるってこと。
身も蓋もない言い方をすれば自称じゃな。
I see. You both do give off a similar vibe and share some things in common, so I guess it makes sense. By the way, I have been a little curious. Oh, I know this sounds really rude, but Vindog, which gender do you identify as? Because you really showing up as androgynous, and I know we can't be saying all this stuff. Well, now I guess, you know, it is. The climate be changing, y'all. Apparently how it is nowadays where I live. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, Vindog, what are you? Personally, I feel bad for asking, but the best way to continue building relations is to be honest and open with them. So I had to be brave and ask. Then
なんだ、そんなことですか。僕たち妖精は先ほど姉さんが言ったように繁殖行動を必要としません。
so that didn't really answer the question, but
よっ
okay.
て他の生物のように雌雄の区別がないのです。ですからどちらでも好きな方で。
Oh, okay. No problemo. Oh, interesting. In that case, judging from Vindog's demeanor, I guess we'll consider him a male. That's what I was thinking too, but I wasn't about to say it. My character said it, so my character said it, not me. And probably safe to assume they're siblings. After these exciting revelations, the tea party carries on. The conversation lands on the topic of the incident at Amasaki Island.
なんと空に生じた亀裂状のホール、それに無差別に襲ってくる異形たち。それはまたとんでもない事態に巻き込まれたな。
メディオでも稀にホールが生じることはありますが、そこまで危険な何かが現れたという話は聞いた覚えがありませんね。
I guess that wormhole is anything but ordinary, even from another world's perspective. Then
しかしなんじゃ、そなたは無事でよかったが、人間界の被害は甚大じゃろう。
縁もゆかりもない地の被害ですが、さすがに同情せざるを得ません。
For some reason, they both looked sorry and depressed.
被害って。
じゃから人間たちのことじゃ、それだけの規模ならば犠牲者も相当な数であろう。辛い話をさせてしまってすまなかったな。
Dots and a question mark from us. More dots. Oh, could it be? Sorry, you two. I was only talking about the wormhole, so I made you confused. It is true that some were injured.
あんたたちが思ってるような犠牲者はゼロだから安心して。
は？
Their eyes opened wide in response to our words.
どういうことです？
The regulars met up with us and dealt with it. So you wanted there to be a huge human casualty? Vindog, you real Vindogish right now. So Vindog scowled at Karya's vague remarks.
常連のみんなとは、魔王、堕天使、魔獣、中年、そしてカヌスのことですか？
Right. Everybody joined forces and dealt with the wormhole and the giant arm.
先ほどから何とかしか言いませんね。もっと語彙力はないのですか？
I know, but it's so hard to describe.
確かにカヌスからあの者たちが相当な実力者だとは聞いておる。それでもその規模ならば被害がゼロとは思えぬのじゃが。
Usually that would be the case, but our regulars, including Canus, are top tier according to Rindo.
スボス
I guess it means that they are the strongest in their respective original
普
worlds.
段の様子からは想像もできないと思うけどね。
驚いたな。以前は軽く話しただけじゃったが、今の話でがぜん興味が湧いてきたぞ。時間があればまた改めて詳しく話を聞きたいものじゃ。
Vindog's like, I don't want to hear nothing. Just dots from me. After that, we kept talking about things that occurred on Amasaki Island. Time flew by. The greenery of Medio surrounding the Nexus turned into autumn colors, and with that, Canus returned as he promised. On the road back home, we share our tea party conversation with Canus.
なるほど。天崎島で起きた事件。そういえば詳細は我からも話していなかったな。ちょっとした騒動があった程度には話した気がするのだが。
それは多分カヌスが悪いと思う。
確かに言われてみればちょっとではないな。だいぶだな。
I have a feeling that is an understatement. Oh, I know, Canus. I was going to tell you. I'm considering visiting Medio more often. Is that okay?
我は構わぬと思うが何かあったのか。
Yeah. You know, Titania can't move from her throne, right? Even today, she expressed interest in knowing about the outside world. I can't do very much, but I can talk to her about the human world. I think that would make Titania happy. She was laughing, but the loneliness I heard behind her voice is probably how she truly feels. In that case, as her friend, I want to do what I can for her. Canus, in response to my proposal,
そうか。それはティタニアも喜ぶだろう。彼女に代わり礼を言う。身も心もあの場に縛られる彼女に、あなたという友人ができてよかった。
his response is so kind and thoughtful. Yeah, I'm glad I met such a nice friend like Titania too. A few days later, a typical day at Cafe Enchant. Familiar faces sat at their usual tables, engaging in casual chatter. I smile upon the peaceful scenery as I brew a fresh batch of coffee, and as I try to bring it over to Monsieur, who placed the additional order, the doorbell rings as someone walks through the gate. Oh, who could that be? I'm pretty sure all the customers from other realms have gathered here already. The other regulars looked as shocked as I was and stared toward the room with the gate. Could it be Dromi? Then the reveal. What? Vindog! Vindog, I'm in a place to be, y'all! What? I realized how off my guess was as I looked at the unexpected guess. Dots from Vindog. Huh. What? Right. Even Canus like, what the heck? Canus stood up and gasped at the arrival of our unexpected guest.
騒がしいですね。喫茶店なるものは客に対して礼儀を尽くすと聞いていますが、迎えの挨拶一つもないのですか?
Well, welcome? That came out like a question, but I hope he'll ignore it. We're just going with the he, huh? I'm rocking with it. Some more dots from Vindog. He takes a sip of the red tea that he ordered, rather emotionless. Everyone in the cafe was staring at the unusual presence of this first-time guest, but Vindog seemed to not care at all and placed the cup on the table.
ベニヤ、飲み終えたのなら、そろそろ説明してくれ。なぜお前がアンシャンテに、我に何か用事でもあるのか?
I'm pretty sure he is Titania's eyes and ears, so they're just reporting. That's what I'm gathering. Let's see.
なぜも何も普通に客として来店したからですが。
客？
それとも何ですか？この店は客を選ぶとでも。
Oh no, it's not like that. I was under the impression that you were never interested in visiting Enchant, so
ありませんね。現在進行形で全くみじんですが、それは僕の話です。どうやら陛下は逆のようでして。
I called it Titania. After nodding yes, Vindog turns around and faces the regulars gathered in the cafe.
このアンシャンテ、並びに常連であるあなたたちにより強い興味を抱かれたの。
Maybe we can just transport her throne. I mean, if she can't leave her throne, maybe we could just like transport her in her throne to the cafe. We'll see.
僕自らが情報を集め、陛下へ直接お話しし、
I'll do it that way.
喜んでいただければ。
Boo. Meaning,
つまり俺たちと交流して 彼女に面白い土産話を持ち帰りたいってことかな。
Does that mean you'll start coming to Enchant regularly, Vindog?
ええ、不本意ながら。
I doubt that's any. You're not being reluctant. You enjoy being with us. Stop lying.
陛下のためとあらば、いかにも面倒そうな色物集団の相手をすることもやぶさかではありません。
I object to the clowns.
こいつ交流じゃなくて喧嘩を売りに来たんじゃねえのか。
Ignis on it. We're just all gonna go with that guy gender, right? Okay. I guess. If you ask me personally, I think Vindog is a woman, but okay. You know how you have some women that are androgynous, they dress where you can't tell what their gender may be. So it is what it is.
メディオで痛いぐらいに皮肉を受けた記憶が蘇るよ。
新規顧客の獲得ですか。アンシャンテの収益が増えますね。
True. Yeah, you're right. For me personally, I want to provide Titania with interesting stories too. And though I decided to visit Medio more frequently, I still have to run the cafe, so I can't visit every day. It'll be a good thing for Vindog to bring home fun stories for her.
まあそんなわけで、今回は簡単な挨拶だと考えていただければ、今後は一人の客としてこちらの店に訪問させてもらっても。
No, not at all. This time I was able to reply without hesitation.
ありがとうございます。では、常連の皆さんも含め、今よろしくお願いします。
Apparently, Canus taught him how to pay the bill. After placing small crystals on the table, Vindog shuffles into the other room and makes for the gate. Canus utters as he watches Vindog walk through the gate.
ベニヤは基本的にどのような事情があっても女王のそばから離れたがらない。
Maybe that's how bad Titania wants to get to know everyone. I hope we can start getting along with Vindog too.
ぜひそうしてやってくれ。あれはひねくれてはいるが、決して悪人ではないのだ。それに、我ばかり仲間に恵まれるのはいささか不公平だ。ティターニアとベンニーヤ、師弟が共にあなたという良き友人を持てたらと。
Due to her body being directly connected to the world tree as the fairy queen, she cannot leave Medio or even her throne. She and Vindog are siblings, having been created in the same place at the same time. She has a strong yearning for the outside world. Vindog, he was created at the same time and place as Titania, and they could be considered siblings. When they interact this way, she calls him Naya, and Vindog calls her big sister. Cute. Looks like we're back in Medio.
そんなわけでして、以後アンシャンテに通うことになりました。
珍しく姿を見せぬと思えば、いつの間にそんなことを。
迷惑でしたか。
いやいや、そんなことはないぞ。姉としても喜ばしいことじゃ。これでようやっとひねくれ者のそなたにも友人が。
心から大きなお世話です。
See, I knew Vendog was operating on their own. I'm like, okay. Well, I thought part of the reason would be because of Titania, but to know that you actually wanted to make some friends of your own, there's nothing wrong with that.
冗談じゃよ、冗談。ありがとう、ミーヤ。そなたの土産話を楽しみにしておるぞ。
あなたのためにさまざまな話を持ち帰ってきます。そう、あなたのために。
And just as he said during his greeting, he intended to do just that. Vendog began visiting Anshant as if he had been a regular this whole time. Canus, perhaps because he is worried if Vendog isn't accustomed to this place yet, always makes a point to sit with him. That's from Vendog.
ベンニーは茶落ちそうになっているのであれば感想の一つでも言ったらどうだ。
I'm pretty sure if Vendog wanted to say something about the taste, they would have been said it. It's nasty. It's okay.
ただ黙っているだけではキターニアへの土産話も何もないだろうな。
言われずとも分かっています。だからこそ僕なりに言葉を考えている最中なのです。余計な口を挟まないでもらいたい。
Dots from Canus. See, that's what you get for trying to help out. You need to just leave well enough alone. Well, you don't have an obligation to talk. That's completely up to you, so...
そう言っていただけるとありがたいですね。ところで、今日は他の常連の方々は不在なので。
Oop, trying to save that thing on it. So, as he mentioned the other day, he seems to be curious about the others while Vendog curiously scopes out the place. I'm pretty sure he's more concerned about Tu and Monsieur. Let's do this one. Monsieur and Tu are upstairs. They said they're going out today, so they're getting ready in Tu's room. Where the heck are y'all going?
そうそう、乙女ゲーム関連のお出かけ。主に軍資金とか整理券とかいろいろ準備が多くてね。
So what the heck, you into that too, Monsieur? I had no idea. That's crazy. And I'm jealous. I'm running the cafe and y'all out there having fun all day.
期間限定のイベントショップに連れて行ってもらうのです。
Yeah. After explaining it to him, the two of them come downstairs at a perfect time.
乙女ゲームショップ。
興味があるのであれば同行しますか？
Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Oh, the BroCon.
あなたは人外といえど人に近しい造形ですし、認識の調整も難しくないでしょう。
That's from Vendog.
そうですね。実際に人間界の街を歩くのも兵界の話の種になりそうですし。
Oh, in that case,
我らも途中まで同行しよう。
yes.
ちょうどこの後切れていた食材を買いに彼女と出る予定だった。
I love the Atom section with two, so I'd love to do this again. I love it. Heck yeah. We temporarily close Enchant and walk around town, while keeping an eye on Vendog, who is still unfamiliar with the environment, and as we approach an office block that is under construction.
ところで、機 聞けば天崎島の事件で危険なホールを閉じ謎の腕を倒したのはあなただとか。
He immediately broke the ice with Monsieur, perhaps in an attempt to socialize.
最後の一押しは俺だけどね。でもあれみんなの協力あってこそだし、一応はって感じ。
あなたが使う魔法はほぼ万能だと聞いていますが。
褒めてくれるのはありがたいけど、これはなんていうか破壊専門っていうか、そこまで。
In the middle of his sentence, Monsieur looks up above his head. At the same time, a grinding noise resonates through the air. Dots question mark.
いか
Right above us, a metal pole used in the construction starts collapsing and begins to fall. The people walking around us start screaming in terror, but once T blissfully raises his hand, a chain of light appears in the air and instantly gathers all of the metal poles and stops them from falling any further.
止めたはいいのですが、これらの鉄柱はどうしましょう。このまま宙に放置しておきますか。
That would be flashy and even dangerous. I think you should slowly place it down in an open area.
すでに周りからの注目も集めてしまっているしな。
As we casually talk with one another, Vendog is left speechless. Vendog is watching us dumbfounded. And so it went on. Vendog continued to visit the cafe, and before I knew it, the regulars who had initially been wary of Vendog have now grown accustomed to him being there. Question marks from Vendog. As always, Vendog drinks his red tea and from a distance patiently watches the regular customers. Initially, he was asked a bunch of questions, but nowadays he tends to listen in on casual conversations occurring around him. And at last, Vendog, who has begun to acknowledge everybody as very unique,
彼らのようなものをまとめ上げるのがまさかあなたのような普通の人間だと。
Without sarcasm or displeasure, Vendog casually spewed his honest opinion. I couldn't help but laugh in response. Oh, I'm not maintaining order. I just happen to run the cafe that everybody frequents. At that moment, Canus, who was apparently eavesdropping, said,
そんなことはない。マスターがマスターだからこそ、我らはこうしてこの店に通い続けているのだ。
Canus! Oh wait, I gotta take that off. There we go. Okay. He excused himself from the circle of chatter and sat next to Vendog.
我にも紅茶をもらえるだろうか。ベンニーヤと同じものを。
Oh, that's new. Are you in a red tea kind of mood today?
ああ、いや、それもあるが。単純にあなたが入れるもの、作るものを一つでも多く味わいたいと思ってな。
I can't lie. I'm over here just fangirling. You know, I love me some too, but Canus is creeping up there. He creeping. Yeah, dots for me because I'm dotting real life. Canus, are you blushing right now?
なぜわかった？
The fruits of my labor are, so I'd like to say. I think I just got lucky this time. I just had a feeling. I said, and as I am preparing the red tea and engaging in casual chatter. Oh, look at Vindog crack that smile, y'all. We got Vindog to crack. Yeah. It's almost like, who was it? And wrestling when, was it Booker T? Somebody was trying to get Undertaker to crack. Yeah, like they're trying to get him to dance. It's just like that. We got Vindog to crack. Oh, so cute. Vindog lets out a gentle sigh and is staring deeply at us. That's question mark, exclamation point. Canus and I are stunned, being caught off guard. But as usual, Vindog without objection or sarcasm.
なんとなくですが、陛下がこのアンシャンテに憧れる気持ちが分かりました。あの真面目なカヌスがここまで肩の力を抜いているのを目の当たりにする日が来ようとは。マスターであるあなたも含め騒がしい面々ですが、確かに共にいれば退屈はしなさそうだ。
Ah, more dots for me, exclamation point. It sounds like Vindog has come to accept Enchant. His words and tone of voice made me break out in a joyous smile. Ah, thank you. I hope you keep coming back. Not only to bring stories back to Titania, but for yourself to enjoy this cafe too.
ええ、そうします。では今日はこの辺りで。
He replies as he exits the cafe. After watching Vindog's back leave us, Canus begins talking, he sounds dumbfounded.
驚いた。あのような顔をするベンニーヤはいつ以来だったろうか。
But his tone soon changed and spoke with a somewhat flattered tone.
やはりアンシャンテはいい。立場や過去など関係なく客を癒してくれる場所だな。
Hey, I wonder, see, this is the only time I wonder what Ignis and Rendo's were, because they weren't with us. I actually think I might go back and
昔からそれだけは変わらない。それこそソーアン殿のいた頃から。
yeah, I think I might go back and see. We'll see, y'all. Yeah, if it wasn't for Enchant, we wouldn't have witnessed Vindog's expression. Isn't that right? Now that I think of it, I'm glad I took over Grandpa's wishes to become the owner of this place. Okay, so wait, I think I'm gonna save right here and then I can go back real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna save right here. Okay, so now we're gonna do Ignis and Mr. Rendo are, I think Ignis and Rendo are supposed to come in today as usual. At least I think they said that yesterday. And just as I finish my sentence, the front entrance doorbell politely rings. Speak of the devil.
邪魔するよ。ってベニヤ、本当に通い始めたんだね。
Welcome, Rendo. Would you like to order something to drink?
カフェラテお願いするよ。料理の方は後々の追加で。
Cafe latte, heck yeah! That's what I used to get before I got into my chai. So coffee made by mixing espresso with heated milk, while often confused with cafe a latte. Hopefully I said that right. That one is made by mixing dripped coffee with milk. So okay, cafe latte is made by mixing, and then this cafe a latte is with dripped coffee. So you don't even mix it. I'm gonna have to try that. There's several coffee shops around here, so heck yeah, I'm gonna try that. All right. Sure, no problem. While I run my pen across the order bill, Rendo sits down at his favorite seat. Then he proceeds to pull out a large tablet from his bag.
そうそう、ベニヤ。くつろいでるところ悪いんだけど、ちょっとした聞き取りいいかな。
聞き取りですか？
君、これから人間界に出入りするんだろう？だとしたら、GPM のデータベースに情報を登録しておきたくてね。
ん？ Dots and question mark from Vindog. To put it in layman's terms,
人外対策機関である GPM に対し身元を証明しておくということだ。
なるほど。ではここの常連の方々の情報も登録されているわけですか？
僕が確認して分かった範囲はね。最近忘れられがちだけど、一応僕、彼らの監視がお仕事だし。
なるほど。彼らを含めた人外のデータを収集している。わかりました。そういうことであれば応じましょう。
he proceeds to answer Rendo's questions. Then, in between questions, Vindog takes the opportunity to ask Rendo what he thinks of Messier and the others who frequent this cafe. Once the conversation settles for a moment. Now, who the heck are y'all? Oh, this must be Ignis. A rather heated exchange can be heard from the gate. Joe! The Joeski! For reasons unbeknownst to me, Ignis exhaustedly drags Jomi along since he's wrapped around his waist.
彼は随分と情けない顔をしていますが、彼もまた相当な実力者なのですか？
That boy ain't got no powers, and yeah, he is unreliable.
彼はイグニスの知り合いでな。聞いた限り戦闘能力は高くない。
Long time no see, Jomi. You look pretty uncomfortable. What happened?
こいつ前にもやらかしたっての。また証拠りもなく他の魔獣の縄張りに足を踏み入れやがったんだよ。んで逃げまくってゲートに向かうとこだった俺にしがみついてきやがって。
Oh, Jomi is still hanging desperately onto Ignis, who is trying to untie him.
お願いっす兄貴。あちこちで俺を探し回ってるあいつら蹴散らしてほしいっす。でないと俺ベスティアに戻った途端に即殺されちゃう。
I'm upset we never got to do any actual atome shopping. We just, man. This other storyline is okay, but I would have rather them see her number 2. I ain't gonna lie.
てめえならその無駄に速い逃げ足で逃げ切れんだろうが。
万が一のこともあるじゃないすか。可愛くけなげな射程の命が惜しくないんすか。
ああ、うるせえ。本当にけなげなやつは自分でけなげとか言わねえんだよ。
Dots question mark exclamation mark. Vindog is astounded. The cafe's room temperature quickly rises as the flames from Ignis' body begins to spark. Surprised by this, Jomi rushes to get away from Ignis. After Jomi runs away screaming, Ignis's flames settle down to normal as if to signal relief. More dots from Vindog. Oh, sorry, Vindog. That was overwhelming, wasn't it?
いえ、それよりも今まで尋ねませんでしたが、彼がその身に炎をまとっているのは。
あ？そんなのは俺がビニトルだからに決まってんだろ。
Oh, remember during the Amasaki incident, Ignis was the one responsible for erecting a wall of fire on the ocean. Where the heck did he come from? Didn't he just run the heck away? Okay. While Jomi bolstered arrogantly, Vindog curiously gazed upon Ignis, waving fire. And so it went on. Vindog continued. Oh, this is the same. Yeah, so it just leads up into the same. Okay. Here we go. There it is. So it should be able to just do that. Oh, cuteness. I'm gonna take a picture anyway. Okay, here we go. So yeah, so we just right back here. We might as well go ahead and save over that space right there then. Oh, so yeah, we just save it right there then. Same space. So yes, and this is how our relationship with Vindog and his sister Titania grew deeper and deeper. And thanks to Vindog taking home fun stories, our conversations with Titania became even livelier than before.
乙女ゲームとは要するに恋愛の駆け引きを楽しむものか。
Yes, exactly like this one. Yeah, you went shopping for merch with 2 and then the other day too, right? Oh, wait. So, I just did the I wonder what the other one said. Oh, man. I did it too soon. Well, it still all led up to the same. I guess you just said something different right here.
ええ、まあ。ただその時はグッズだのゲームだのが何かは知らなかったので。
Because when we went, we didn't go shopping for anything.
てっきり彼にとって重要な施設だと思っていたのですが。
私にとって重要なのは間違いありません。乙女ゲームは。
Oh, number 2 needs. We all need emotional support. I feel you on that too. This is why I vibe with 2. 2 is me. I'm number 1. 2's 2. 2, who came along with us today, is participating in our casual dialogue. And as for Canus, the one who opens the gate to this realm, has been in Medio since yesterday due to some personal matters, so he didn't come with us today. This time, Vindog was the one who opened the gate for us in the midst of all the chatter.
やはり人間界には様々なものが存在するのじゃな。
As usual, it turned out to be a fun tea party, but that's from me. After her gentle remark, Titania's expression is, on one hand, joyful, yet again somewhat lonesome. And on a whim, I glanced down by her feet. So that's how she's connected, by that tree, the world tree, the grand tree. And recall what she told me the first time I visited YEOW.
叶うならば、わしもそばにいてやりたいが、わしはここを動けぬ身じゃからな。
Not because of that. Oh, I remember. But I'll say it anyway. Can't leave because of your position?
であればよかったのじゃが、物理的にな、わしはこの場を動くことができぬ。妖精女王というのはそういうものなのじゃ。
No way.
すまんな、余計な話であった。それにこれは名誉なことでもある。そなたが気にする必要はないのじゃ。
I'm sorry, I had to let that play out. I just love the songs in some of these games. This one's smooth too, y'all. But sad. Though her feet are hidden and invisible, I believe beneath it is, yeah, that's right, it's one of those names, World Tree, Grand Tree, the Overseer Tree. I believe beneath it is the World Tree binding her tightly to this world. Dots from me.
どうかしたかな？
Oh, nothing. I don't know a thing about this World Tree, but is there any way that we can set Titania free? On the way home from the tea party, walking with two towards the portal, I remember mumbling to myself unconsciously.
自由というと、例の世界樹と彼女の関係ですか？私も先日カヌスから聞き及びましたが。
And then even though two says it's there, I'm still not going to be able to pronounce that. You can World Tree.
あの世界樹そのものは私たちからすれば大した防御力はなさそうですね。
In that case, if you guys were able to separate Titania from the roots, we might have a chance.
それは可能かもしれませんが、それならば当の昔にカヌスが実行しているはずでは？
Oh, that's true. That's right. As soon as I see it could be possible, I zoned in on that. I was like, oh, we can set it free, y'all. But yeah, I think Canus would have done it. Oh, he's right. Dang it. Oh, you're right. See, we're tuned. We're in tune. If he hasn't done it, that would mean there's a good reason for it. The world tree supports life in that world after all. If we're too careless and something occurs, we can't take responsibility. In the face of the hard truth, I nearly give up until... And some fairies that try to kill me. Numerous fairies pass by in front of our eyes. A few of them stop in their tracks. Oh, that's interesting to know. He's ticklish on his wings. How cute. Ah, number 2. As soon as they were granted permission, the fairies start touching Two's wings and hair as they frolicked joyfully. One of them didn't join the crowd and approaches and asks me an innocent question.
今日も女王様と一緒にお茶会をしていたの？
Yeah, that's right.
ああ、羨ましい。私も素敵な女王様ともっと仲良くなりたいわ。
You look up to Titania, don't you?
当然よ。だってティターニア様は今までの世界樹の花嫁の中でも最も世界樹に愛された存在だもの。
Dots in the question mark? World Tree? Bride? She's not the fairy queen?
世界樹の花嫁っていうのは妖精女王の別名なの。
Okay. They're little their jargon here in this world.
世界樹に愛され世界樹の力を借りられるのは妖精の中でも妖精女王だけ。ティターニア様はね、その中でも一番世界樹の力を使うのが上手なのよ。だから彼女は最も世界樹に愛された花嫁なの。
The fairy says innocently, I see. Loved by the world tree, huh? But as a result, she's internally bound to that place. The term bride is starting to sound somewhat ironic. And after separating from the fairies, we finally make our way toward the portal to return to Enchant. Then, oh, Canus. That's from Canus. From between the trees and a short distance away, I see Canus quietly walk past us. Huh? It's Canus. Did he not notice
彼に
us?
しては珍しいですね。せっかくですし、声をかけていきますか？
I agree. It's almost time for supper too. Let's ask him if he is coming to Enchant tonight.
了解しました。道が少々入り組んでいますし、上空から彼を追いかけましょう。
Oh. Rewind. Two picks me up and flaps his wings into the clouds. Then immediately we catch up to Canus, who's walking with heavy footsteps. As I contemplate shouting at him from the sky to freak him out, we reach a... Oh, is this the fairy that tried to kill me? I agree, Canus. I agree. He is the pale hand of death. Oh. Oh, jeez. Well, I wonder what the fairy did, though. I shouldn't just be so quick to judge. See, that's what's wrong in the world. We quick to judge. Like I just did. Oh, let's go. There, Canus is not alone. A fairy different from the one from earlier is there with him. So, I don't know if it's the same one. We'll see. Dots, question mark. But, dots. Something seems to be going on. They about to die. No. Now I'm sad.
我が殺すと予言した以上、その死は決してたがえられない。
I mean, that is his job. I mean, dang, you're not gonna get mad at a doctor for doing their job. I mean, people probably get mad at executioners for doing their job, but Canus is an executioner in this world. Oh, let's go. See, and you know, even if it was the one that almost threw me over this same waterfall, now I feel bad. It's not like I actually got thrown off, but now it's just, Canus. Well, this won't change my opinion, but still, it's the BroCon. Here we go. Canus just with the dots and the slice. What? A flash. With Canus' immediate strike, the fairy's head and body separated and fell into the basin. Oh. Dots from Canus. After looking at his deed, Canus reverses course and starts walking as if nothing happened. And then walk away like ain't shit happened. Oh man, Canus. Hey, it be what it be, y'all. All around dots. More dots. Just now, I can't believe what I just witnessed. How can you not believe, girl? He told you what he was. But it is. Oh my goodness. We seen it. I'm left dumbstruck and confused while 2 carries me above ground. Okay, so we on to the chapter 2 of this thing, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right here. I would like to thank you all so much for just tuning in. Next up, I have Mafia 3. I also got chapter 7 of the Death Stranding coming out soon, so that may drop before Mafia 3 because I think we have some time before Old Country comes out. So yes, Resident Evil Outbreak, of course, is still going to be Kiosk coming at you. There's another game called Stalked. I may bring that out for you guys. Who knows? But as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and toggle the little bell jingle so you stay tuned in, my great people. And always, much love, much peace, and catch you on the flip side.